Bits of news in the media at the moment. One of them is the news, true or not, about Israel starving Gaza, and also how 2 people have been unalived at a Jewish centre in Washington DC. Both things awful. In terms of the starvation that UN person said, I'm the sort of person who will always admit when I'm wrong. I'm the sort of person who will always admit when I've contradicted myself. It's not easy to do, but it's something that I try really hard to do, and I will always say, I condemn this, I condemn that. And yeah, I condemn Netanyahu 100%. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like his corruption. I think it's really unfortunate that he's the Prime Minister when all this has happened, because I don't think it helps Israel. It's kind of like, I don't know how else to explain this in a better analogy, but it's kind of like, just say for example, you're like a really good worker, like you're a really good performer, and all of a sudden you've got a really dodgy manager, right? And the dodgy manager has some things that are a bit toxic, and you respond to those things in a toxic way, and then other people start thinking that you're the problem because all this has happened and they've seen you doing it, even though a lot of the time you've been going off and doing other things. I don't know if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but what I'm basically saying is that I would take the starvation thing with the Gazan children with a grain of salt, because number one, 14,000 children in a year, not 48 hours. I think that was a misquote from the UN person. Number two, the UN is full of corrupt and often anti-Semitic bias, whether subconscious or not, due to all the Islamic countries and a lot of totalitarian dictatorships. There's 2 things. Third thing is that it can also be true, but it also could be true that Hamas has been withholding the supplies from the Gazans, which is something that they do. Another thing is that there is a lot of media that shows Gazans eating, and eating plentiful, and malls